Next, let's move to scenes. To create a scene or import an existing one, we need to go to the Scene section. Here you can add a new scene and assign a name to it. For example, we can call it Scene 1. Next, we need to create a trigger. This can be a manual trigger, which means you start the scene by clicking a button. Or you can use a time trigger. For example, you can schedule the scene to run every hour or every day at a specific time. Let's say every day at 3 p.m. After setting the trigger, we can start adding devices. You can select multiple devices from different rooms. For example, we can add 2 devices here and another one from a different room. Once the devices are added, we define their behavior. For instance, we can set all of them to turn off when the scene is triggered. We can also add delays between actions. For example, we can delay the next step by 5 seconds. So first, 2 devices turn off, then after 5 seconds, the remaining ones also turn off. Now let's create another scene. For example, using a device from the Mark room. Here we select a colorful lamp. We can add the same device multiple times to build a sequence. Next, we add a delay and define the logic of the scene. For example, the lamp turns off, then after 5 seconds, it turns back on. Let's set up a manual trigger, save the scene, and run it. At first, the lamp turns off. Then after a short delay, it turns back on again. Additionally, we can combine scenes together. You can nest one scene inside another or import scenes directly from your IoT provider. If you already have scenes configured in your IoT system, you can import them here and use them as part of your workflow. You can also combine multiple scenes. For example, first one scene runs, then another, and finally, a scene imported from the IoT provider. Or you can simply duplicate a scene from the provider and use it directly in your application. After saving, when you run the scene, the devices will respond according to the defined configuration. And that's it.